Good afternoon, viewers. Today I am going to talk about novel coronavirus 2019 or SARS-CoV-2 or 2019 nCoV. First of all, why it is called coronavirus? Because corona means crown-like spikes on their surface. There are four subgroups: alpha, beta, gamma, and delta. It was first identified in mid 1960s. There are seven coronavirus that can infect people. Out of seven, there are two alpha coronavirus, four beta coronavirus, and the seventh one is the novel coronavirus 2019 or SARS-CoV-2. The genetic key material of the virus either stored in RNA or DNA. So, viruses are classified as RNA virus or DNA virus. RNA virus means the genetic material is RNA, or the DNA virus means the genetic material is DNA. RNA virus replicates using RNA dependent RNA polymerase, whereas in DNA virus it replicates using DNA dependent DNA polymerase. Examples of RNA virus are many, but RNA virus are classified as single-stranded RNA virus or double-stranded RNA virus. Examples of single-stranded RNA virus are Ebola virus, coronavirus, rabies, common cold, influenza, hepatitis C, hepatitis E, West Nile fever, polio, and measles. Whereas double-stranded RNA virus has wide host range. That means it infects animals, plants, fungi, and bacteria. Examples of double-stranded RNA virus are rotavirus causes gastroenteritis, blue tongue virus infects cattle and sheep. DNA virus, examples of DNA viruses are hepatitis B, smallpox, herpes, and chickenpox. Now, SARS-CoV-2 sequence identity, it has approximately 79% sequence identity to SARS-CoV and 50% to MERS-CoV. The receptor binding domain RBD is ACE2 or angiotensin converting enzyme 2, which plays a role in regulation of cardiovascular, renal function, and fertility. It infects or enters the mucosa of oral cavity, which is highly enriched in epithelial cells of tongue, mucosal epithelial, that is eye, respiratory, and gastrointestinal tract. It is found that the eye is rarely involved in infection, whereas gastrointestinal tract is potential route for the infection. High AC2 infection was identified in type 2 alveolar cell of lung, esophagus, upper and stratified epithelial cells, absorptive enterocytes from ileum and colon, cholangiocytes, myocardial cells, kidney proximal tubules, cell and bladder urothelial cells. The oral cavity is highly enriched in epithelial cells. Among different oral sites, ACE2 expression was higher in tongue than buccal and gingival tissues. Now, coming to the structure of COVID-19. The COVID-19, you see the larger structure in in larger structure, that is a spike protein or S protein. It is heavily glycosylated, utilizes a N-terminal signal sequence to gain access to the endoplasmic reticulum and mediate attachment to the host receptor. It is the largest structure and make the distinct spikes on the surface of the virus. So, in the diagram you can see the violet color spikes. For most coronaviruses, S protein is cleaved by a host cell furin-like protease into two separate polypeptide S1 and S2. So let me just tell you about furin. What is furin? Furin is a subtilissin-like peptidase or it is a protease. When protein is synthesized in inactivate form, furin makes it in active protein by removing some section. So next protein is nucleocapsid protein or N protein, that is a chain like structure. You can see in the middle of the diagram, chain like structure. It binds to RNA in vitro and is heavily phosphorylated. Just remind you, the spike protein is glycosylated and the N protein is phosphorylated. N protein binds the viral genome in a bead on a string. As I said, is a chain like structure. Conformation. This protein likely helps tether. Tether means with rope or chain so as to restrict its movement. The viral genome to replicase and transcriptase complex or RTC, and then or subsequently package the encapsulated genome into viral particles. What is replicase transcriptase? Assembly of viral and cellular protein that mediates the synthesis of genome and subgenome size mRNAs in virus infected cell. The third protein is called envelope protein or the E protein. This is a small quantity, blue in color. In the diagram, this is blue in color. Where is a small quantity, blue in color? It is most likely a transmembrane protein with a ion channel activity. What is ion channel activity? Ion channel activity enables the facilitated diffusion of an ion, which is an energy independent process by passes through a transmembrane aqueous pore or channel without evidence for a carrier mediated mechanism. The protein facilitates assembly and release of the virus and other functions such as ion channel activity. It is not necessarily for viral replication, but it is for pathogenesis. It is for pathogenesis. So this is a great importance for biophysics, electrophysiology and pharmacology studies. The fourth one is a membrane protein or M protein. This is a black colored membrane protein or is a black colored one. So in a triplet form, you can see in a triplet form, a black colored one is the most abundant structural protein. It does not contain signal sequence and exists as dimer in the virion. It may have two different conformation to enable it to promote membrane curvature as well bind to the nucleocapsid. What do you mean by membrane curvature? Formation of membrane compartment allows the cell to compartmentalize proteins, which supports the complex and timely coordination of 1,000 biochemical reactions required. Because membranes are constantly turned over by trafficking intermediates, tubules or vesicles, the ability to generate high curvature compartment is necessary for eukaryotic life. The fifth protein is the last protein, is the hemagglutinin esterase dimer protein or HE. This is a brick red color in the diagram. It is present in a subset of beta coronaviruses. The protein binds sialic acid on surface glycoproteins. This protein is useful for quantification of the virus. The protein activities are thought to enhance S protein mediated cell entry and virus spray throughout the mucosa. What is mucosal epithelial? As you know, eye, respiratory and gastrointestinal tracts. So today we discussed about the coronavirus, the types of coronavirus, then classification of virus, whether it's a RNA virus or a DNA virus, then what is the sequence identity of the virus, what is RBD, then different types of epithelial cells, and finally we studied about the structure of the coronavirus. Now let me tell you that the S protein N protein and E protein are the candidate for vaccine development. This is for the timing. Thank you very much for your kind attention. We'll see you in the class.